Hi everybody, it's Cindy Berkowitz. How are you? I am putting together a live video here on Facebook for a contest that I am participating in. It's for the night sky, which is the picture that sits behind me. So I thought, well, I could go ahead and do that and put it out here on Facebook as well, and we can share it with everybody. So I want to talk a little bit about this beautiful picture that sits behind me. It is called The Night Sky, and it's a company that will take pictures of you will send them like the coordinates and location, and they'll send you a beautiful picture about what the night sky looked like during that moment in time. And so for me, I'm going to tell you my story and why this is so important and why it sits behind me. So I have to just tell you that for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm going to go ahead and share that with all of you. So I am a spiritual life coach. I'm also a Reiki healer and a medium. And that was never my career. It certainly was a calling, and it was something within myself that was saying, I need you to step out of this and into your vocation, into this purpose, into the experience of really becoming who I am, and which is ever unfolding, right? So, so after many, many years, and after doing a lot of the work, a lot of the self-cultivation and healing and the process that we go through, I decided that I was going to retire from my old life. I used to joke and say that it was my Clark Kent job, and I had my Superman job. I had my job more of, we'll call it corporate for the sake of what it was, and my Superman was doing the Reiki healing and doing the mediumship, because to me they were always so separate. And what I was being asked to do was to kind of pull everything together and step more in alignment with who I am and step out into the world in that way. And that was a real big challenge for me, because it was very scary. There was no certainty behind that. And to be quite honest, when you are honoring the calling within you, at least for myself, I was so afraid of what everybody was going to think. Were they going to think I was crazy? Would they believe me? The list goes on and on. And so in November of 2017, I decided that I was going to take a leap of faith, and I was going to leave my old life behind, and I was going to step into the unknown. And so what's so important about the night sky picture is that that Christmas, my husband gifted me this amazing piece of, it's funny, I wouldn't say piece of history, because for me, that's what it feels like personally. It's a piece of who I am. It's a piece of my husband and I together. So I want to just tell you what's in it, because I can't get really close up. So it's titled Leap of Faith, and my husband added lyrics, because that's what's so amazing about this a beautiful company, is that you can kind of tailor it to whatever your needs are. And so my husband added some lyrics to a song. It says, "Come on, lay down these arms, all of our defenses. We're taking our chances. Here on the run, the fear is an anchor. Time is a stranger. Love isn't borrowed. We aren't promised tomorrow." And as I read this, I choke up, because a few things. One is that when I hear those words, I understand just how much in that moment, my husband was supporting me. But I realized that he was also taking this leap of faith with me. And for those of you who have ever taken a leap of faith, you typically don't soar right away. You have this moment of this clarity to move forward, and you take this leap, and then you kind of get suspended out there for a little while, and then what happens is you kind of fall. And in that falling is really the faith part. It's the test of faith. And it's saying, you know, can you still believe in yourself? Can you have faith in yourself? Can you have faith in the process? Can you have faith in your partner, right? Your relationships. Can you trust this process? And can you really have faith, right? And that even that falling and those hitting the rocks and the branches going down, it's all part of it. It's all part of the, at least for me, the lessons and the unfoldment more and more of what I needed to see and heal in order to become. And, you know, faith is believing when common sense tells you not to. So, you know, it's so beautiful that this picture is titled The Leap of Faith, because that is certainly what it took and what it has been. And, you know, it's beautiful because when I look at this picture, which I do every day, I will be working on clients and my eyes are closed and I open up and I see it and it warms me and I smile, because it's as if the universe took a snapshot of my husband and I, a essence of who we were, and suspended it in time, you know, and for the intention to really anchor us in to that moment, and acting as if it's a compass, you know, always pointing us in that direction of who we are becoming. So when I look at this, I just don't see, you know, constellations or, you know, the little white dots. I see, you know, again, I see parts of us suspended in time, and it's, you know, those stars, they hide and hold our names, and they are holding us just so beautifully in that moment. And it is such an anchoring thought, and when I can look at that, and it takes me right to that moment, and it truly does encourage me and inspire me to keep moving forward. And it means so much to me. It's so powerful and beautiful, and I am so grateful that that I have it as a constant reminder, and that it sits in such a sacred and beautiful space here at our healing center. And, you know, also I look at it, I'm like, wow, that's from 2017. You know, it's just amazing, because it shows you and it shows me, because it is a leap of faith. It shows me of the courage and strength, and it reminds me of what's possible, you know, what's possible, and also the magic of that night sky. You know, it's my world, by the way. You know, I work with the universe, and I even as a child, I've been just so drawn to the night sky and the wonder of it all. So to have that moment captured, and to have us again suspended in time, is just it's as if I am there floating in space. You know, it's just quite beautiful. Like I got my wings, you know, that I could be flying in that night sky. So that's my story. I thank you so much for those of you who are watching live, and those of you who will be watching, you know, in the future, because I hope that it inspires you. But I do appreciate you taking the time to watch it. So thank you so much, everybody, and I'm sending you so much love and light. And I want to thank all of those who created the Night Sky company and the idea behind it, because I know it's spreading joy, and it's bringing, you know, comfort and smiles to so many people's lives, and that's a pretty cool thing. So thank you for having the courage to put that company out there. So I know what it takes for sure. So thank you, everybody, and be well. Take care.